Like Cornell says, if anybody was offended, who the hell did they think they were coming to see? Yeah, I love that.
But like a hump on my tail, I started drinking them doubles and I wound up in jail. I called my attorney about 4:45. He said, Cornell, you never ever ought to drink once you drive. I said, listen, Mr. Lawyer, you don't understand. I'm a rock and roll, honky-tonkin' rambling man. I drive a big Cadillac convertible car. Cash money, employment check, and head to the bar. I order me a triple and a pitcher of beer. If that's my woman calling, tell her I ain't here. Every Friday night I get the camera with the band. I'm a rock and roll, honky-tonkin' rambling man.
How did I meet Cornell? The first time I met Cornell, I was playing bass for Johnny Bush at the Broken Spoke, and Johnny had just recorded with Cornell for the first time. That was on Cornell Hurd album called Cool and Unusual Punishment, and I had heard him on the radio before. I'd heard him on KUT, which is the public station in Austin, and I knew who he was, but I'd never met him.
Cornell, she said, Cornell, or Cornell, kind of like that, had no teeth. Cornell.
Cornell had on a pair of big old snakeskin boots, man. And he had them stuck out in the middle of the floor, and I walked by and I said, nice boots, buddy. And ever since then, we just started getting along real well.
It was such a casual, nonchalant way of introducing himself to me. That was one of the reasons I didn't know how to take him. I was kind of like, who is this guy? You know, what's his deal?
Man, I was married to that woman, my miserable ex-wife, for a long time. Don't give me that. Where have you been?
She was miserable.
Yeah, there's a reason she was miserable. That's right, brother. That's right. Laugh it up. Ha, ha, ha. Cornell's ex-wife cheated on him. Big joke. That wouldn't happen to me. My wife loves me.
Get it off your chest.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Cornell has managed to keep this band together with pretty much the same people for a very long time, and I think a lot of it is because of his personality. He's a really nice guy. He's really fun to work with, and he's really good to the people in the band. You know, he's always saying nice things. He's appreciative. He goes out of his way to help people. You have a bee on you. Don't freak out. I'm going to.
It's Friday night. You're at the Broken Spoke. My name's Cornell. I'd like to be your friend. And now, ladies and gentlemen, not counting the night Fair and Young took it out at that party in Nashville, this is country music's worst nightmare. That's right, lady. Living in New Mexico, we decided we were going to do the same thing when we grew up. We were going to have parallel careers. First we decided we wanted to be hod carriers, but we couldn't find no hod, brother. Then I decided, let's become gynecologists. And though I consider myself a talented amateur, turns out you got to go to college for this. That was out. And then one night, brothers and sisters, at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, I saw George Morgan drunkenly goose his steel player in front of 3,000 full-paid customers, and I said to myself, this country music, I can do this.
And most of that stuff he says is true. Almost everything he says is based in fact. Now, he embellishes it somewhat, but yeah.
Cornell is the boss of all that, and he basically has the ability, or just the cool in the sense, to pick the best of the country songs ever written. You know, the ones that are not the main standards, basically, but just the really cool country music songs, you know, done by, you know, he's enough of a musicologist, and I guess he owns every record, or has heard everything. He has a vast understanding of it.
Here's dirty little secret number 2. I was in a mental hospital for 3 years. 84, 1984, 1985, 1986, 1987, part of 1988, and 1982. Gee, Cornell, you look pretty normal, considering. What did you do to get put in the mental hospital? What did you do in order to get yourself committed to the nut house? What did you do, Cornell, in order to have them strap you down on that gurney and pump that cool, clear liquid into your veins and allow you to meet Lamont, the other guy who lives in your body? What, Cornell, what did you do?
We're kind of like the hillbilly Grateful Dead. You know, it just keeps going on and on and on. You know, it's
good to, you know, sometimes we act like we don't care what's going on or how big a fool we make of ourselves. And that's basically right, you know. I think that the best performing is done when people are not self-conscious about what they're doing. And so if we act silly, we're silly, you know. If we act, well, I don't know, we always act silly.
Some people have asked me, well, you know, I've had people come up and say, well, you play sometimes very simply and very slow, and you're not looking at your finger, you know, at the fingerboard. I said, no, I'm watching girls, you know.
What kind of a thing is that to say?
What? He's going to be at the Texarkana with us, right?
George, yeah,
George
he
Bush?
is.
Georgie Bush,
Yeah.
right.
W.
The Mussolini of the plains.
Yeah, so we're standing in a puddle and it rains.
Thank you, sugar.
Thanks.
Too bad I'm not wearing my belly dance costume. I'd be a real.
The magic is really, it's Cornell, and it's a bunch of people who have already passed through this crapola in their life and got that out of the way, and now just realize that what this is about all of us. This is more than just a band, as I always like to remind myself and everybody else. This is more than just a band. This is not just us. This is us and the audience and the people dancing and the people who buy our records and the guy who owns the club and the people, you know, who listen to us on the radio. This is not just about us and the band. This is way more than just a band. There's something very, very kind of almost mystical about it.
You mindless and soulless little tramp. Who the hell did you think you were fooling? Please give me back my missing years. 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, I heard that you're back. I heard that you're still running wild. I heard you're free as a bird now that your mama is raising your child. And I'm back on
And I redesigned the whole board. I went through like 5 different washboards and thousands of kind of rubbers and stuff until I got to just this one sound that I was looking for. I wanted this country sound instead of that Zydeco sound. I wanted a country sound. And as I kept telling my sheet metal guy and everybody who was helping me with it, I want to sound like when it's raining on a tin roof in Texas and you're inside and you hear that kind of like rolling honey coming down, just. And I wanted that so when you're out there dancing, you get that kind of.
As I grew up in West Texas, I was surrounded by country music, and my family never cared for it. I was always taught that it was hillbilly music and not smart, and it all sounded alike and all this stuff. So, and then most of my friends hated country western music, so we went around and hated country music all this while.
If I should see you tomorrow, if I should see you tomorrow on some street in town. Haven't done it in a while. And the second country song we learned was something called I wrote you a letter, but I couldn't spell yuck.
So some of the crazy stuff that I get to do with Cornell, I kind of enjoy it because I wouldn't get to do it anywhere else, you know. And just because I wouldn't have the nerve. See, that's the thing. When you've got accomplices, it's a lot easier to get up there and act a fool because you're not doing it by yourself. Didn't mean to scare the children or to make your grandma drool, but I'm standing here holding the genitalia of a fool. And I pray that you'll forgive me and try to understand, but I'm afraid you'll always picture me with my youth in my hand, and I'll go through life just wondering how fate could be so cruel.
Good night, folks.
Let me stand here holding the genitalia of the fool.
And I had a band of my own, which was sort of a punk or new wave band called Blackie, White, and the Halftones. And that's when I came up with the pseudonym Blackie White. And then I just kept it. I thought, God, that's a great name. You know, I wish I'd thought of that when I'd come up with that Guy Juke name, which I did my posters under. I never used my real name. I didn't want people from West Texas to come out here and find me and drag me back to San Angelo or whatever.
You know, what's nice is a lot of the musicians here they're just like nice people. They don't have a star attitude like I would imagine in Nashville people have that. I don't know. But a lot of people here are really just, you know, nice people because they want to play music. There isn't this kind of thing like, you know, in LA when I lived there, nobody wants anybody to know how old they are because they want you to think that you're 20 years old, or, you know, after you're 25, it's too late to make it, you see. So here, you know, it's not like that, at least not now, you know. People don't care, you know. They don't, not everybody's not dyeing their hair to look younger. Some people are, but a lot of people don't care about that kind of thing.
If I had a psychiatrist like Dr. Blackie White back then, I wouldn't have need to attempt to kill my ex-wife with that revolver. I wouldn't have had to do that. That's what got me thrown in the nut house, folks.
You shouldn't talk about it.
I need to talk about it.
Talk about it. Talk to him.
Get it off of my chest, man.
There's a certain phenomenal beauty in the fact that people will come to hear us. There's no phenomenal beauty that we come to play it, but that people actually will come to hear us or pay money to see us put on a show.
Cornell, she said, Cornell, or Cornell, kind of like that, had no teeth. Cornell, what do you think Elvis would be doing if he was alive today? I said he'd be desperately clawing at the inside of his coffin.
I think sometimes you get so used to being the underdog that you don't realize when you're no longer the underdog. And Cornell's had to work hard to get where he's at, but I think a lot of people, I think he has the respect of the Austin music community, but I'm not sure that he thinks that he does. I think he still worries, oh, they don't take me seriously. They think, they think we're crazy, and and we are crazy, and we're crazy on purpose. So let them think we're crazy, but if they come see us, then what more can you ask for?
Cornell, I appreciate all the music and the bob wheels. Everything was a hoot.
Thank you, you guys.
Great seeing you soon, brother.
Thank y'all, man. That was great.
You guys are fantastic.
Come see us in 2 weeks, brother.
All right.
I swear to you, just last night in Austin, Texas, an 87-year-old woman heard that song. She started drinking whiskey. She took 3 steps towards the bandstand, fell over drunk. As they picked her up and started carrying her away, she said, "Buggy!" But like I hung on my tail, I started drinking them doubles and I wound up in jail. I called my attorney about 4:45. He said, Cornell, you never ever ought to drink once you drive. I said, listen, Mr. Lawyer, you don't understand. I'm a rock and roll, honky-tonkin' rambling man. I drive a big Cadillac convertible car. Cash money, woman check and head to the bar. I order me a triple and a pitcher of beer. If that's my woman calling, tell her I ain't here. Every Friday night I get to jam with the band. I'm a rock and roll, honky-tonkin' rambling man.
As a band leader, I sit up there and I often think that I'm flying a jet fighter, and I've got like weapons on I've got 2 wings out here, and I got weapons on either wing. I got Cody Nicolas out here who's capable of singing. He'll sing songs and he'll play instrumentals. I got Steiner over here capable of doing instrumentals. I got Vanessa and Paul, who both have their own solo numbers and are complete, monster instrumentalists. I'm working on something for Bad Dog. I haven't got it yet, but then I got Justin Trevino out here, and I got Blackie White. I mean, I've got all this collection of people, and it's all powered by guys like Danny and Terry Kirkendall on the drums. And I've got all these wonderful weapons on which to choose from. It's like a jukebox. What do I want to hear?